Growing up, I loved to play with fire. I was a little boy, loved matches, and I loved setting things on fire. Every day I'd walk around with matches in my pocket, and I was 8, 10 years old. One time we were out on the playground of school. This was on a weekend, but it was on the playground, wide open in front of everybody, and we grabbed all the stuff we could find from laying around the school and built a bonfire out in the middle of the playground. I can't tell you how badly I got beat by my mom that day. I still have scars. I love playing with fire as a kid. Another time I'm sitting in my closet. I have the door closed, and you know the plastic sheaths you use when you get your clothes back from the dry cleaner? They put that sheer plastic on it. Let me tell you something. It's really, really, really flammable. Didn't know that as a kid, but sitting on the floor of my closet, I thought, how fun would it be to light a match in here and see how that plastic burns. I just wanted to see how it burned. I had no idea what would happen. And as soon as that flame hit that plastic, it went up so fast. The whole closet just seemed like it exploded into flames, and I panicked. All I could think about was, if I got beat that bad for setting a fire outside, how bad am I going to get beat for burning the house down? Now, thank God I put the fire out, and I did learn a valuable lesson that day. Fire isn't good for everything, and I stopped playing with matches that day. I didn't do it again. Now, I still love fire, and I have found that I really still like to play with fire, except I don't play with that type of fire anymore. Now, I play with an internal fire. I call it passion. It's what sets our soul aflame. It consumes us. Another word for it is the divine spark. It's what God put into us. There's a purpose for our lives, and you and I each have a passion. Now, yours is different than mine, and mine's different from yours, and it should be that way. The key is we all have passion. It's there for most of us, unfortunately. It's sitting dormant on the inside of us. And it is to your glory and mine to find it and to allow it to consume us. Now, here's the best way to do it, and I call it playing with fire. Every day, go out and serve people. As you serve people, you're striking. You ever tried flint and steel? I had to take my 4th grade son up to Sutter Fort, and we had to act for a whole day as if we lived in the 1700s. In the 1700s, they didn't have lighters, they didn't have stoves, gas running, anything. We had to use flint and steel to start a fire. That was my job, to use the flint and steel. And I practiced for months with this thing. It's not as easy as it looks. You have to keep striking this, and it's a lot of work to get the right angle and the right hit with the right amount of force to get a spark. And even if you get a spark, that doesn't mean you're going to start a fire. It's got to land in a char cloth on top of a little bit of fuel. And you got to be really gentle with it and blow on it just enough to get it into a flame. And it's kind of an artwork. It takes practice. Well, that's what it's like serving people. To start passion in other people. It's like hitting that flint and steel over and over and over again. You got to get good at it. And it's not just one time we go out on a Saturday and we serve our community. It's serving people every day. And every time you serve people, you're hitting that flint with steel again. And it's causing sparks. And one of these times, no matter how wet your fuel is, no matter how wet the wood is of the people around you, that spark's going to catch. It's going to land in the char cloth, the soul of an individual. And then if you're careful and you blow on it, you get to start a fire. My goal is to start a fire every single day. To play with fire every day. To serve people and to let that spark start to consume people. Here's what you find. If you're willing to go out and serve people and do it for others, you'll find that that passion ignites on you and it starts to consume you. And I mean consume you. Every cell and fiber of your entire being, it will consume you. Today, become a fire starter. Learn to serve people. Yes, is it hard work? Unbelievable. But there is so much fun in it. It's a new adventure. Become a fire starter today. Even as adults, you can play with fire. My name is Ed Carcarey. I'd love to connect with you at edcarcarey.com. Find your passion, you'll find your life.